Alright, YouTubers. This is going to be my attempt at showing everyone how I set up this Powermatic smoke machine. I've built this rig here to hold the machine itself in place so it can be a little more efficient. Alright. One of the big problems that I see other people having is that the motor's getting overworked. They think the motor is underpowered. It's not necessarily underpowered. I believe that they're overloading this slot right here where the tobacco goes by using their fingers. That's how it should sound, and it should make a fairly tight smoke. The other reason is there's sticks and stems. If you see them, pull them out before you stuff it in there. Now, if you can make this efficient, won't be such a pain in the butt to make these. If anything ever gets caught in the end here, let's run it again, ain't gonna hurt nothing. Just run it empty. Every so often, just check them, make sure that they're getting filled properly. Sometimes you can clear the end just by doing that. As you go through your tobacco, you can adjust how much you pack it in there, depending on, you got big pieces, little pieces at the bottom of the bag. Like other videos have shown, is that gets a little, pieces get a little smaller, and it's easier to compact this stuff in the slot and have a backup. But what people are used to doing, it appears, is stuffing the slot with their fingers like this, and it tends to overstuff. And you'll usually hear that in the operation of the motor. What I'll try to do here is purposefully overstuff it. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that's not even smokable. That won't burn. If you ruin one here and there, no big deal. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can overstuff it and make it stop. Something like that. So, it didn't get used. You can keep doing this until it actually clears itself. It has a mechanism in there to keep it from cooking the motor. You don't want to do that too often, though. So the solution to that is something like one of these, just some old credit card or debit, whatever, a hard card. It makes it run smoother, and this will last longer. These are like 90, 100 bucks, whatever it is. They're not cheap, so you want to make it last as long as possible. I have 3 of these now. 2 are working. 1 is like a spare parts. I've fixed them repeatedly, tore them apart. You know, sometimes they don't put enough grease on the little moving parts inside, so I take it apart, you know, grease up the bits and pieces inside, and seems to work all right. And you can see how quickly I can make. I'm just shooting for about 20 and I'm almost there. You can see how long the video is and do the math and figure out how many minutes it takes to make a carton. On average, it's about an hour. You know, I could probably go a little quicker than this, but I want people to see that it helps that this, you know, my biggest problem when I first got one of these is the machine would move around. And it was, you know, every time I'd have to reposition where the machine was so that I could do this simple action right here. You know, again, you want to check these. That's about 20, whatever. So, you know, the bottom line was to make something that would hold the machine in place. You know, clamp it to a table if you have to. If you're using this in your lap, you could add to this maybe some little legs or something to sit, you know, above your lap and around your legs maybe. You know, I have another incarnation of this that I use in my truck that has feet on it that angle the unit like this, and it sits right on my steering wheel. And then I run the power off a 12 volt to 120 converter that works real nice. So that's my video, and you know, I wouldn't mind selling some of these. If you're in the market for something like this, let me know. I'll get you one.